Yay! It's day 2 of vlogging. I'm just waiting for Andrew to get back. He's been at church this morning and hopefully he's going to be bringing back some ginger. But while we wait for him, I am going to open the second day of the Reese Advent calendar. Ah, there it is. Number 2. Oh, it's green. So that was normal, like a normal chocolate one. Just show you our Christmas tree again today. The lights coming through from the window. Yay! I got Andrew this little guy last year. It's a little sausage dog. And he's got a little jumper on and a little hat on. It's very cute. And then we have, oh my gosh, these are literally the best little things. Now, I love Highland cows, and that's one of the reasons why Andrew took me to the tree farm yesterday, or that particular tree farm, because they actually have Highland cows there. But these are 2 little Highland cows. Oh my gosh. They've got no eyes, but they're just so, like, cute. I know some people think these are absolutely ridiculous, but they are handmade by a lady up in Scotland, literally like 10 minutes down the road from where we bought them from. It was a little like crafty little shop that had a cafe attached to it. And then the little cute one, the little hound, so little. Oh, so cute. Yeah, I don't know whether they did actually an even bigger one. I think they just did these 2 sizes, but correct me if anyone knows whether they do a bigger one. You probably won't because it's a little individual shop, but anyway. What other Christmas things do we have? Oh yeah, this is our bigger nutcracker. So we have smaller ones on the tree, but actually look, he's actually a proper nutcracker. Well, at least I think he's a proper nutcracker. And we do have some jingly little ears, and I think we have some reindeer horns somewhere underneath of this mess. Nope, don't know where they are. Oh, they're down here. Yeah, and we have some reindeer horns as well. I think we should get a Santa hat and some other ones, so they should go on Mr. Owly over here so he can be nice and festive, because he's like, owls are festive. He's like a snowy owl, isn't he? But yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later when Andrew's back from church and from getting the stuff we need for baking. Okay, so I literally just found this in a pile of paperwork on our coffee table. Literally, next weekend I'm going to see the Swan Lake Nutcracker Ballet at the Hippodrome Theatre. So this is the Hippodrome like booklet thing, and the Hippodrome Theatre are so good. They're located in Birmingham. Yeah, I would say they're probably one of the best theatres located outside of London in the UK. Literally, if you have a chance to go and see one of their plays, I totally would recommend going to see one of their plays. I'm taking my mum next Saturday and I'm literally super excited. So we're just about to go to... What's that face for?
No face.
Students and Young Adults, so abbreviated to SYA, last service of this year, so hopefully it will be a little bit Christmassy. Andrew did attempt a little bit of baking, just the aftermath of it here. Don't know how well it went. He didn't want me to film it, so we might try again tomorrow or tonight, or oh, there it is, gingerbread. Okay. Ooh, we'll see how that works out. It's the reason it's so difficult is because it's gluten-free. So because I'm celiac, we have to bake everything with gluten-free flour, which sometimes doesn't always work and falls apart and goes crumbly and is absolutely awful. So we use, if you can see through the bag, it is Dove Farm self-raising flour, and obviously we use the plain flour, but most of the time we use this one, and then sometimes you need to put this in, but I don't think we always cook chrysanthemum gun, do we?
It's just a binding agent.
It just binds it together. Anyway, it's a lot more difficult to cook gluten-free, so we'll see how that turns out. But I'll definitely film actually making the gingerbread house, as in sticking it together, and decorating it, because that's pretty and Christmassy, and I really wanted to do that. And I've only done it once, but it kind of epically failed. Epically failed. So I need to put my shoes and coat on so I don't get cold. Okay, I just arrived and we're going to set up for the students and the young adults group. So I've just got a pizza and Andrew's dinner that I'm trying to hold, so it's a little bit difficult. There's Jason drumming. So walking in now. Hey?
Vlog.
Yeah. Just a wee bit. Oh, mince pies. Hello. I am. Oh, negotiation with tables. Oh, we won't even show. It's too dark. Just on the chairs.
I've no idea.
Guys, we're going to kick off.
You just get when it comes in, it's like, oh.
You need to just like get into that feeling.
Oh, I'll do it right now. Oh, it's right. Is that one Marmalade?
No. One more guess.
Oh, no.
It's marmalade. Right, last one.
Relatively pleasant. It's not as strong. I think it's not a mature, but maybe a mild cheddar.
That's correct! Right, I'll sort your prizes out at the end. Well done, Ellie and Jason, who got it right. Steve, not very good. Poor effort. Beth, even worse. You got off lightly because last time I used dog food, so.
Now we're going to get Helen up and we're going to interview her. I don't know what questions I'm asking. Helen doesn't know what questions I'm asking. But the first one is, just tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a mum, a grandma, a pastor. I did train as a teacher when I was young, a primary school teacher and a home economics teacher many years ago. I've done all of that. And I've got a great life.
And as most people in this room will know, you also run Cherished Hearts. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Yeah. How long have you got? How long's a piece of string?
Oh.
Have you got a few hours, everybody? Yes, so we do a charity. We reach out to broken, vulnerable women in the city on our doorstep, and some of them have become friends, and some of them we've helped to move on to a better life. There was a young woman, was anybody here last Sunday to our baptism? Yeah. Kelly. So we baptised Kelly last week, which was a real privilege. I was in the tent with Kelly, and I've been on the journey with Kelly for like 4 years or more, perhaps. And to see her being baptised, it is a long journey. It's up and down, and it takes time, but it's well worth it in the end when you see them transforming lives. But for me, it's never quick enough. So we have this vision of a house in Coventry where women can come and go on a programme, because I feel like what we do in Cherished Hearts, which is weekly, is not enough. And all the love in the world that we can give them, they have to go on a journey themselves. They've got to want to change and transform their life. And the way I've thought about it is they've got to go on a residential programme, really, so you can teach them all the things. Some of these women were coming into prostitution because their mothers introduced them to it, or because they got into a very dysfunctional relationship at a very early age, or they got groomed, or so they didn't really have a chance, and they were emotionally stunted. So they didn't learn all the things that we learn as young women when we're young, and young men as well, but I'm speaking specifically for women. What we learn, all the things we learn as we grow up, they didn't learn those things. So we want to be able to teach them and train them in all the basic things, and you have to go back to basics. So all the things that we find we learn through our family or through life, they haven't learned and they've got stunted and they've stopped their growth emotionally and in other ways as well. So, yeah, that would be amazing.
So obviously that's a great charity.
Let your breath come from heaven, fill our hearts with your light. We are here for you. Oh, we are here for you.
We're not making a gingerbread house now. We're just going to test out. Well, not now though.
You can make some of your stuff. I'll make a small one. I want to know if it works.
Okay, well basically this is just a test to test the gluten-free gingerbread. So this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like
Needs to.
toffee actually, it looks like.
It is pretty much. It needs to warm up though.
Does
'cause
it?
It's not at room temperature.
Maybe just 5 minutes or so. Couple more minutes. A few more minutes. And then that'll be ready. I was worried they were going to blend into each other, but they actually haven't. Okay, so I'm going to ice.
21 days I spent the better half of the year just holding your space. I've got all the